You want me to sign an agreement so that the child that you helped me make doesn't interfere with your life?
Karen, that's not fair. That's not what it is. No, it's not.
Oh, no? Because you don't have to play games with me.
Ain't nobody playing.
You can just be straight up.
I am being straight up.
All right, Sistas fans. Now, looking back at last week's episode, Karen called out Zach for wanting to take the easy route, making things easier for him and just kind of shoving Karen and their child into the corner because he wants to live his cozy little life with Zatima without anybody making problems for him. Now, look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm single. No, I'm not saying this in terms of a dating app like, hey guys, I'm single, I'm looking for someone. No, I'm just stating the facts. I'm single. I have no children. So I have zero experience when it comes to any and all things child support related. So my opinions are not, from experience. Not to mention I'm a male, so I know that's going to lead to, some unpopular things. Oh yeah, there we go. A man who doesn't feel like, a man needs to take care of their children and whatnot. But I'm in the realm of realism in terms of, does it really cost like $50,000 a month for child support just because the father is well off? It seems in most, but not all cases, that the wife or the baby mama is, bitter and scorned because they got kicked out of the lifestyle they were accustomed to. But on another note, it seems weird to me because co-parenting feels like it should mean, yeah, it's 50-50 in terms of the upkeep of the child. Hey, both parents spend time with the child and, they both make sure the child's needs are taken care of. Just because the baby daddy or father lives in like Hollywood or whatever and the ex-wife or baby mama doesn't, does that mean they have to live in a mansion just because the father does? That doesn't make sense to me. Again, that's just me speaking from my lack of experience, but based on, real world instances. And I remember, what was it? Chris Rock, that's Netflix special, did Tambourine, where he talked about like, divorce court, child support court. It really isn't designed for fathers to win in damn near any scenario. Men have to fight to prove their love for their child. I mean, in most cases, even getting split custody is a fight. And that's really ridiculous when you think about it. But more to the point, at first Karen was all, you know what? Hey, I don't need you to take care of the kid. I got money, I do. And I'm thinking to myself, I really wish Zach would have retorted, yeah, that's $77,000 I gave you. But she pretty much made it clear, like, hey, whatever you feel is fair or agreement or whatever, give it to Andy. She'll look it over. She'll give it to me to sign, and that'll be that. But, the whole engagement thing really threw things out of whack, where it felt like as she went over to the penthouse and had time to think things through, oh, I didn't take that $3,000 not because I didn't want it or want support. It's because I know we can get more because child support is based off of income. And I'm thinking that's another thing. And thankfully people have been talking about this online. Child support, and again, I'm going off what I saw online. Child support is based off what both parents make. Also, Zach just came into money, and it's not like he, he got the stock, but how much is that is going into his other businesses like the housing stuff. Case in point, and I'll throw numbers out there. On eBay, I sell stuff. It's not, if you follow me for a while, that's not the a new revelation, because sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm not posting as many videos this week because I gotta, ship eBay stuff and I'm busy because I'm selling like hundreds of trading cards or action figures at one time. So for example, last year on eBay, I made $36,000, but that doesn't mean I have $36,000 in my account from eBay, because some of that money goes back into eBay. Okay, I made $36,000, but I had to put money back into it, buying shipping supplies, stamps. eBay, despite making $36,000, eBay takes a chunk of that out in fees. It's it feels illegal how they take a big chunk of the money, from fees alone. Not to mention how much of that $36,000 did I use to buy other product to, sell on eBay. So it's like you get what you put into it. So I came out of eBay last year with a profit, but it wasn't $36,000 profit, but it was a sizable profit compared to what I had prior to my sales of last year. Same thing with Zach and Bryce. They just now started their housing company or, real estate company where they buy properties, refurbish it, and then put it back on the market. So Zach might have over $1 million now, but he spent a lot of it, on his current home, Fatima's car, new wardrobe, this, that, and the third. So they talk about, Zach is going to get more money, but there's a lot of things that need to go into that. Now, I did a 5-minute spiel on child support, but in Tyler Perry land, it doesn't really matter because he makes his own rules. And I feel like as the series goes on, more and more people are going to be like, hey, I deal with child support in real life because I'm a recipient of it, or I work in child support, court, and this isn't how it goes. So here we are, as always, overthinking shit that isn't going to, amount to a hill of beans in Tyler Perry land. So in terms of Zach taking the easy way out, I disagree. Because as Zach said, Karen, that's not fair. And you could tell she only said this after finding the engagement ring because in her mind, oh, okay, you and Fatima are engaged and then you want to give me this crappy $3,000 a month. And as a result, that's going to make me leave you alone. But the thing is, before finding the ring, number one, she said she wasn't going to sue Zach for child support. That's up front. Number two, Zach made his intentions clear. He wants to be there in the child's life. Like, he's going to co-parent and offer her $3,000 a month. Karen already makes a good amount of money at the salon. We don't know the exact amount, but she seems to be doing well. I mean, obviously, she lives alone, and she was apparently holding the place down while she was in a relationship with Zach for 3 years. So she isn't incapable of working or making good money. And then on top of that, Zach isn't just tossing the baby to the side. He said, I want to be there, aka co-parent. But then Karen just got the attitude of, no, you just want to kind of pay me off, give me a little money under the table so, I won't interfere, we won't interfere in your life. No, he wants to be in the child's life. He wants the child to be in his life. He never once said, hey, here's $3,000 to get an abortion, or here's $3,000 a month, just don't get in my way. He said, I want to be there for the child. It's just that Fatima's in a position that Karen thought or felt she deserved to be in, and now she's just lashing out. She's basically pulling a Heather. That's all it is. Now, when it comes down to it, I don't think Zach was looking for the easy way out. I think Zach was being mature about it, but I do wish either a DNA test had been done at this point, or Karen had been upfront about the dates that the doctor gave. But it does, even if the dates line up and Aaron is more likely to be the father than Zach, it could still be Zach's child because the tests aren't 100% accurate. I've said that multiple times. My issue is the fact that Karen did not give that information. You can almost say she's lying, but a lie of omission. It's like she's telling a half truth. She's saying that Zach is the baby's daddy, but the thing is, she didn't reveal the dates the doctor gave, and as a result, it's kind of left up in the air for, everybody to speculate. Now, I think that Zach being, up front, some people are like, oh, well, he's just being greedy. He doesn't want anybody to take his money. But you got to look at it from his perspective. Number one, he just came into money, and look how much trouble has, dropped at his doorstep since he had that huge win in the stock market. Baby mamas left and right, begging family members, enemies trying to take his money or get him arrested. If Zach was really trying to make sure he was in good, financial status in case of the baby child support going left, he would have had, DNA tests done the right way. Like, when it comes to Heather, hey, even if it takes 3 weeks through the court systems, I want an official DNA test done. Fatima, thanks for having my back, but I think we need to do this through the systems to make sure this is good. Heather, child support, we're not talking about that again until it's proven proven that the kid is mine. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to pay you to get DNA from a child you claim is mine. We're going to handle this the right way. Karen, look, we're not getting back together. Already been down this road, but I want to take the proper procedures in the event you are my baby mama, so we don't run into any kind of, confusion down the road. Like I said in my other video, not long after last week's episode, these two literally have no reason to contact each other again unless it's baby related, the baby is born and the DNA test is done. I don't think Zach was looking for the easy way out. I do feel the only misstep was when he said, Fatima and I talked about it, and, hey, I want to be in the kid's life and I want to give money, because that's something Zach should have, said. Well, I mean, Zach already said that at the beginning of season 4, so I really don't understand why it was presented as, hey, you know what, I thought about it and this. No, you literally said that at the beginning. Karen just didn't want to hear it. But now, because she heard Fatima was involved, so Fatima had a say in, the child that me and you made. And it's like, just no. Karen just detects any sign of, hey, me and you aren't getting back together as a sign of defeat. Because remember, her whole letter was, I want to get over you, but I also want you to be the father of this baby. Why? Huh? How does that make sense? So, in my opinion, Zach was actually acting level-headed, which kind of sucks how I'm giving him praise now, but we do know that at some point he and Aaron are going to get into a ridiculous fight over who knows what. So personally, I don't think Zach was being immature. I don't think Zach was looking for the easy way out. Karen was looking for any excuse to run her mouth, cut people down, make her point, come across, and then up and leave. Like I said before, until, Fatima stopped her to call her out for her shadiness, Karen was content with, saying what she had to say and then, bouncing. So, yeah, I think Zach handled it maturely, but I think he really needs to get official DNA tests done without believing people, with what they had to say. Because even Karen called him out in season 1 when he believed Helena when she said, oh, I'm pregnant and the child is yours. But it's like, Zach, you're not going to follow up on that? So I really think Zach needs to make sure he dots every I, crosses every T before he goes around creating documents or, agreements with these, disgruntled women. Again, I get what he's doing, but I mean, you don't come up with a legal document unless the deal is, done. Like, hey, okay, we're officially going to do business together, so let's get this stuff notarized. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I think Zach was being cautious, but I think there really needs to be official DNA tests before there's any other meeting or anything like that. And I'm still wondering why the hell he's going to the salon, in this week's episode. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Zach was looking for the easy way out, or was he being mature, having an adult conversation, but because Karen can't get what she wants, which is Zach and the lifestyle he's living now, she's all bitter and, will try to fight for it. So, again, I don't see the point of any sort of child support fight going until A, the baby's born, and most importantly, DNA proves that he is the father. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.